All right. Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to the wonderful Mark
Algorithm.
Zuckerberg. We were booted for that song. So we're gonna give everybody a few minutes to hop back on.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to get back into.
Kevin, that's only what? How many times have we actually been shut down like that? I don't
That's
think
probably
it's
only the second time that I know of that we've been
second or third.
yeah. That we've been shut down. So
I just hope that that's not like the 2022. Like they've upped the algorithm strength, like it's on steroids now, and it's just going to come in and
right. I hope not, but I guess we'll see. I'm trying to figure out how to edit the damn thing so I can get into putting that poll back up, because that'll be another problem right there. So yeah, but yeah,
we may have to go guerrilla warfare style and just
do it in the comments.
Yeah. Yep.
So it is what it is. It's how we live our life. But
it's an internet show, ladies and gentlemen.
So for those of you that were watching, that was video number 1, Dead Poet Society In Too Deep, which obviously if they win, we aren't going to be playing it again anyways. But we will allow the voting to happen. So we will do that. So so we're just going to roll into video number 2 of the grudge match. It is your champion. It is Post Profit. The song is called Haunt Me. Fingers crossed. Here it is. It's the grudge match, and you're watching the sound.
Oh,
you gotta play it.
Damn it. I thought you had it.
Nope. You got it.
That was actually pretty cool, though. I like the way I just did that dramatic pause right there. I guess the hashtags are going to start flying. Here we go.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm fucking alone. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Oh, the hashtags are flying. I love it. I love it.
Yep, I
love
saw, man.
Dramatic pause. That's a good one. I like that.
Um, please I apologize. I am sending out the new link to a couple people that wanted to be on the show.
Yeah,
So
it really
I
screws everything
apologize
up.
for not paying attention right this very second.
But we do appreciate all y'all back in the comments again. Like we said on that last stream, if you could redo it, if you could smash that share button, man, and hopefully Zuckerberg won't put the smack down on us again. Kevin.
Yes.
Video number 2. We
Post Profit. Love those.
Yeah. No, I know. Returning champion for this week. Killer guys. They've been on the show. Working on trying to get them down here to the Gulf Coast. We've been talking to them. We've seen them live. It's going to be good. Did we see them live?
No, we did not. We saw them in person.
Met them live.
Houston.
We didn't play live. That's right.
Right.
So looking forward to that. But
so
go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. You're more important than I am. Go ahead.
We already know that, but Facebook fed up. Yeah, I hope that's not true, Joe, but you might be right. No, go ahead. Seriously.
Oh, no. What I was going to say was for those of you that didn't see the beginning of the last episode or the last attempt at an episode,
the beginning of this episode.
Yeah. So we basically run through the grudge match. We also are going to have Rise the Phoenix joining us. They just recently played with Seven Dust. We're going to chat with them. They're going to give the update of what's going on in 2022 for them. Then we're going to Scott Keller is going to hop on and talk to us about Josh Connally. And then we are going to have another segment where we are going to discuss Chris Fayard, both who have recently passed. The funeral for Josh Connally was today. And Michael Robinson was also part of that. In the last week, we've had 3 people. I unfortunately didn't know Michael Robinson. I know he was part of the community. So we're just the local music community here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast took a major blow this week. And we're doing what we can to show our tribute to each one of them as much as we can tonight. So that's where we're at. And so Rise to Phoenix should be joining us any minute. Scott Keller said he's going to hop on in just a few. And you just saw the grudge match. And the poll is up there, so you can vote for video number 1, which is Dead Poet Society Into Deep, or you can vote for video number 2, which was Post Profit Haunt Me. If you are not on Facebook and don't see the poll, you are on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, you can put it in the comments whether you liked video number 1 or video number 2. It's that simple. So
super easy. We'll see it, and that vote will count.
Yes. And I've got my little tally sheet right here, and along with all the other information. And we have a concert announcement we're going to be doing this episode as well. So a lot of things happening in this episode, and we're just waiting on a few things to pop up on our screens in the backstage area, and then we're going to get rolling with the show. But you know what? While we're waiting, you want to show one of the Joshua Sun videos?
Yep. Let's pull up the let me look. Which one? Let's do a quicker one, right? So like the Rise the Phoenix one is a full video. Do you want to do the Hard Rock one?
Yeah, we can do the Hard Rock one. So this is back from, I believe, 2009 or 2008 at the Hard Rock. Joshua Sun was playing a show. And this video was taken on the side of the stage where Chris was playing at. So he's in a predominant part of the video. So, we're going to show a little bit of Chris Fayard playing guitar with Joshua Sun. So we're going to go ahead and roll into it right now. Thank you for joining us, and you're watching The Sound.
So that was
Brings
Chris.
a smile to my face.
Yeah. For the local music, people are going to know who they were. I know our reach is a little bit bigger than just the Gulf Coast now. So, like we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, if you're just tuning in, that's a good friend of Kevin and ours. Everybody in the local music scene here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, knew Chris for sure. He was a great guy. He played in a bunch of bands. That was him and Joshua's son. And he passed away this week, man, and it really sucks. And I know it's affected a lot of people that watch this show, a lot of people that we know, and we just wanted to pay tribute to him. And that's one of the videos we have for y'all tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and flash this photo here that was on our page up.
Yeah.
That's his ass right there, jamming out. Chris was a dude that everybody around here knew, man. I mean, if everybody would always Fayard. What are we going to Fayard? What's going on with Fayard? And he kind of took over in his own way, as far as to befriend everybody. And I don't know, he had a unique talent that way, right?
That he definitely did. And
you lived with him for a while.
I lived with him for about 5 years. I lived with him two different times. But yeah, for a total of about 5 years. And he's the one that burned me on Tool.
He loved Tool.
He was a huge Tool fan, and when we lived in the old house on Dido Road, he sat there and played the pot over and over and over and over. And finally I just said, I've had enough of Tool. Thanks, Chris. But yeah, so but I was able to get him back with Dead Z. He absolutely hated the band Dead Z, the Key to Gramercy Park. That was always my joke with him. But yeah, it was it's very, very sad. And he's going to be missed a ton by so many people. But we've got some more videos that we're going to roll into a little bit later about Chris, and Scott's going to hop on. He was in a minute ago. Poppy, hop back in. He's going to talk to us about Josh Connally, who at one point was in Project 9. I think he was in 21 Rising was another band that he was in. So we'll be able to chat with him a little bit about it.
Here he is right here.
Scott. Yeah. So guys from Rise to Phoenix will be with you guys in just a few minutes.
Hold tight.
Let's go ahead and bring old Scott into the picture here.
Scott.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
what's up, man?
So
Man,
we're talking about everything that happened over the last I guess week. And you probably know Josh better than myself or Jared did. I know he was in Project 9 for a little while. He played with the Blake Thibodeau band. He was was it 21 Rising was another one?
21 Rising. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Josh.
A little bit about Josh, man. Josh was a lot of fun. He really was a lot of fun. And yeah, like you said, he was in Project 9 in our earliest days, and we had a lot of great times with him. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Your faces. Okay. Y'all both froze for a second. Like Jared had that smile for a second. We had CPR Fest, the Coveys. We had a lot of great times with Josh, and you could really tell that at his memorial there were a lot of great people in attendance, a lot of musicians from around the coast.
Yeah, it's definitely sucks when we lose somebody in the community. And somebody, I like Kevin said, I'm sure we've been at the same places. I'm sure we were at the same shows, but I really don't remember Josh, and I didn't know him that well. So that's why we were so stoked to have you come on tonight and kind of pay tribute to him as well. I got a picture here off of the post that we made on the Sounds page of him, but what else can you tell us about him, man? Like how did y'all meet? How did he become a member of Project 9 in the early days, as you mentioned?
How did we meet? God, we probably first met when he was playing in Burn, because he played in Burn for many years as well. And I couldn't tell you what show or when, but he was just one of those who was always around. He was always at shows. And then I'm sure it just kind of came into a, hey man, let's jam sometime, because Josh would always be down to jam. He would ask anybody on the coast, Josh was down to jam with you. And that's pretty much how that just came about. And I'm sorry if I didn't hear everything you said. I'm not having the best connection right now.
That's okay, man. It's coming through great on our end, so no worries. But
Okay.
yeah, dude, that's great. It's great to hear that the turnout was good today, even though it's always a sad thing when you lose someone, you know, young, unexpected like that. But it's good to know that the music scene showed out and paid respect to him.
Absolutely, man.
That's awesome.
So on that note, yeah, there are a handful of Josh's bands, of the people that he played with, who are getting together to do a few benefits. Well, there's actually going to be, I think there's two shows pending right now that are going to go to support Josh's family and also just celebrate his life and his awesomeness. You know, we do have one coming up in Gulfport that's going to be January 29th at the Hotspot. That's also going to actually be a double memorial for Faking Solace's drummer Eric Bullock. So that will serve as a double memorial bash for both Josh and Eric. And then there's going to be one, and I won't say the exact date or anything yet because they are still working on it, but the Celtic will also be having a memorial show in, I'll say, early February.
Very awesome.
Yeah, man.
Keep us posted. Anything we can do to help to promote it and whatever. Appreciate you letting us be a part of all of that and help do whatever we can too. So.
Yep. We agree.
Well, Scott, thank you so much for popping in, and got to have you back on, man. We miss you, man. You used to be a regular.
Thank you guys, man.
Cheers. Now you've forgotten us.
That's the part I heard, and then you forgot us.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, man, I'm always watching, man. You guys keep it up.
Thank you. Have a good one,
All
Scott.
right,
Thank you.
Have a good night, man.
All right, bye.
He was having some internet issues there, but we appreciate him jumping on for sure. We're trying to be positive, man, trying to pay tribute to some local music guys. But it sucks when you lose people, man. Kevin, do we have anybody that could speak to Michael? I didn't.
No, and I don't know anybody personally. I don't, that chain of people.
Right. I can flash his photo. If anybody watching knows anything, good memory or knew him well that wants to share anything, here's his photo, man. If he was part of the music scene, he was one of us, is the way I look at it. So if you got a memory you want to share, drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. So on that note, like Kevin said, we got a couple more things we'll play from the Aura days and stuff for Chris. And that's just because we were around Chris. Shit. We knew Chris very well.
Yes.
He was a good friend of ours. But we still want to mention these other guys because, like I say, it's one big happy family here as far as we're concerned. So to keep the show moving right along, Kevin mentioned we have Rise the Phoenix waiting patiently backstage. These cats, if you haven't heard of them yet, you need to check them out. They played B-Lux not too long ago, right? They opened that show up.
Yep.
Then what was it? The 30th December
30th.
The night before New Year's Eve, these guys got to open up for Seven Dust at the Soul Kitchen in Mobile, which is an amazing venue, an amazing band. These guys were super pumped, man. We'll talk to them about it, but I'm pretty sure they sold out all the tickets that they were required to sell. And I heard they threw down. The videos I've seen have been kick ass. So let's bring in Rise the Phoenix here and talk to these gentlemen. What's up?
How's
God.
it going?
What's going on?
Man, how are y'all doing?
Oh man, we're doing fantastic.
Fantastic, top notch, man.
Trying to get back to the swing of things.
Jesse, stand up a little bit and show that shirt.
Of course.
Very well done on the wardrobe, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so I'm sure y'all could hear. I think y'all can hear the introduction I did, even though y'all are backstage. Y'all could hear it. The only thing I left off of that is that I bought tickets from you guys that night at the show in B-Lux, and we actually did a giveaway right here on the sound. And we try to tell y'all all the time, if you want to be in the know, man, you got to text the sound to 228-641-1648. That's where we gave the tickets away first. They had early access to the giveaway, and that's actually how those tickets were given away. So one person got 2 tickets to that show, said they were going, handed them off to them. So we were glad to be able to do that, guys. And I heard y'all threw down. How was it? How was the show?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're still trying to recover, to be completely honest with you, just from the excitement and just the surrealness of being able to do that.
It's a very addicting feeling.
It's hard to describe an experience that exciting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're local bands, is our bread and butter. We've all been in them, and that's who we talk to a lot here. That's the whole shtick of the show. So what was it like? First of all, how did it happen? And then elaborate a little bit on the difference between, we all love local bars. We all love playing in front of the 50 people we know, but it's different when you're playing in front of 1,000, 2,000 people on a big stage, right? So how did that show come about?
So it was actually brought to my attention. A buddy of mine messaged me and said, man, Seven Dust is going to be at Soul Kitchen. Let's go. So I said, let me get back to you. So I looked it up and I confirmed it. And suddenly I got on the phone with Trevor and said, hey, man, let's see if we can make this happen. So he made the call and talked to the right people. And they were super cool with us, man. Right away said that they were going to get our stuff over to the tour manager for Seven Dust.
There was a small caveat there.
Really? There was a small caveat.
Which in the heat of the moment there, I got a little excited being a salesman of some sort. So I kind of said, man, I'll tell you what, we'll do anything on that show. I guarantee we can sell 200 tickets.
Yep.
You can do what? And I'm like, I'm sitting here the whole time in my head, I'm going, what did I just say? Okay. Because I think I followed it up with, if we don't sell 200, we'll cover the balance. And I'm really like sitting there like thinking, I can't believe I just said that. So we're going to sell this. Well,
but
anyway,
on that note, tell us how many you sold.
Sold 250.
There you go.
250 tickets.
But also on that note, that's a smooth business move. I mean, we try to tell all these new and up and coming guys, new bands, kids starting bands, like, look, money talks and bullshit walks, unfortunately. And promoters, Kevin and I have promoted shows too. You have to look at it that way. You got to put asses in seats because that promoter was on the hook for X amount of dollars, right?
Yeah.
And kudos to you.
We did get a personal message from him thanking us and thanking us for our hard work and stayed in contact with him. So hopefully we'll be able to do some other good stuff for him in the future.
So what did it feel like when y'all walked out there in front of all those people? Like I said, I saw bits and pieces of it. I wasn't able to go, but I did see some clips. A little different experience than your regular,
for sure.
Friday night.
For sure. I know for me, when I took the stage, it was my heart started racing, man. And it was like, man, I looked out and all I saw was people, it was really cool. And what the coolest thing about it for me was they were playing, of course, music, Pearl Jam, those kinds of things, songs that people knew. So while I was getting my stuff set up, and I don't know if these guys did it, but I was lip singing the songs with the crowd, trying to get them to sing it louder and things like just, trying to work them into getting excited for us. And we didn't have a big intro we set up and we put our guitars on and then we waited for them to point at us and tell us to go. So, but we knew at that point, there was no turning back to give it all we had and do the best that we possibly could. And I felt like relatively we did a great job. So
yeah, not only was it Seven Dust, but you guys were there with two other up and coming bands.
Right.
You had the Lonely Ones and you had Plush.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And Plush just came off tour with Evanescence and Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they hopped on to do a few dates with the Seven Dust guys, and then they're getting ready. I think they're getting ready to go back out with Evanescence.
Evanescence, yeah.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, and they were and all the bands what we were able to catch because obviously the time between the Lonely Ones and Plush, we were either setting up or breaking down. So what we were able to hear, it sounded great. I mean, we just had the opportunity was awesome. The excitement for us was get up there, play, and bang it out, and then do what we had to get out of everybody else's way because we were the local guys and we didn't want to hold anybody up. So. But what we did catch of the Lonely Ones and of Plush, they were great. So
that's professionalism.
And I guess the good thing about all of that is you guys did what you promised. So I'm sure Steve Hall loved it. I'm sure that the Soul Kitchen was very happy that you guys did what you promised. And that just means they're probably going to ask you back pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. We'll be ready. We're excited about it.
Let me ask you this: what was that monitor mix like, gentlemen?
Loud.
Yeah.
Very loud.
It was right there for sure. I know that during sound check. Yeah, I know during sound check it seemed to not be that bad as far as the volume of it, but man, when we got up there to play, it was a situation where it just kind of threw you back a little bit. So yeah,
it's nice to be able to feel the kick drum of your own songs while you're playing them, right?
Oh, for sure.
You forgot my monitor though.
Yeah, he didn't turn Trevor's on, so Trevor guessed the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing new there.
Drummers don't need to hear. It's not important.
Absolutely. We go as fast as he does. So.
Right. They will follow me. I am
That's
the gatekeeper.
That is it.
So the next thing I want to do is the current Dirty 30 that came out last week. You guys have the #1 song with Outrun the Sun on the Dirty 30 for the Sound radio station. And I would love to play that video right now. So we're going to play the video for Outrun the Sun, and then we're going to come back and talk about what's up next.
No, we're not. Hold on, Kevin. Oh, I got it. No, wait. Yep, I got it. Sorry. I panicked.
Then we'll come back and talk about what's up next for Rise the Phoenix. But here is Outrun the Sun, and you are watching the Sound.
Take a minute, relax and speak your mind. Let them know what you can do. Don't be shy now, this could be your only chance. Let them know what you've been through. It's been so I've held it all inside. Just be yourself and enjoy the ride. Spend your whole life waiting as you wait on things to come. Spend your whole life waiting. Trying to outrun the sun. Speak the truth, let it roll right off your tongue. Don't ever let it get you down. You feel your temperature rising as you let it all come out, yeah. They gotta know just what you found. Like a man who has sinned, confessing all your truth. Keep your head about you. You know what to do. Spend your whole life waiting as you wait on things to come. Spend your whole life waiting as you try to
Well, fellas, how's that feel watching that?
Oh man, it's it's still surreal, man.
Yeah, there is a intro to that video that some of us here on the show and some hopefully that watch this show that have been down with us for a while might call familiar.
I was like, say what? Huh?
Yeah, the intro,
Yes,
the clown
Productions.
Yeah, Astro Clown. Yes.
But
Yeah.
he's out of it now. He's out of the music
unfortunately.
video business now.
Well, but
As far as I know.
Yeah,
supposedly he was going on to bigger, better
Oh
things.
no,
which
yeah,
is
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Chaz is
Yeah,
the
we're
man.
still very grateful to him.
Yeah,
though, man.
Chaz was awesome to work with.
Yeah.
He actually had a lot of ideas that he threw into that little production that he did, and we'll be forever grateful for doing our first music video because we feel like that kind of helped push us a little bit more, So
Absolutely.
we love Chad Singleton, man. He's great.
Well, and it gives you I mean, it's just another way to say it. It gives you legitimacy in a
Right.
video world, right? You have to have that. You have to be able to send that link to somebody and say, here's who we are, here's what we're doing, this is what we look like and what we sound like and what we're willing to put into our craft and our brand, right?
Right.
It just helps.
Right. Yes, it does. Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
but if I can, I don't know if this is going to throw you guys off or not, but I do want to introduce our new guy. This is Kevin Jocelyn. He's the newest member of this band, and we're happy to have him with us too. So
Absolutely.
I'm sorry if that threw
That's
you guys off.
That's a solid name, Kevin. I like it. I would work with a guy like that. I would work with a Kevin. I think I like that.
Absolutely. We love working with Kevin.
I'm totally going to take that clip and just put it on loop on the next episode.
There you go.
You never hear him say anything like that.
Nice.
This is true.
So
you know,
during our segment. So
how'd y'all hook up with this guy? How'd that come about?
Kevin has been in the music scene for a long time. He's been in several bands. Trevor actually brought the idea of bringing another guitar player on board, and his name he was the one that came up, and it just kind of stuck. So we weren't really auditioning anybody. We knew that if there was another person that we wanted to bring in that was going to be solid, that was going to be loyal to us and to the efforts that we have going forward, it was going to be him. And we just he got to the point where he could pull the trigger on it, and we felt like it was a good time for us. So that's kind of how it came to fruition. I think the most exciting part for all of us obviously was doing the announcement for the Seven Dust show. And when he came over for the announcement, I don't think he was actually expected to actually play that show with us.
Nope.
So when we said, "Hey man, how would you like to play Seven Dust?" he was like, "Hell yeah, man, I'm on board." So
Yeah.
it was kind of that kind of sealed the deal for him. So
Yeah. Who turns that down, right?
Yeah, for real.
Right.
No, I'm gonna sit this one out. I'll wait.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, gentlemen, we're the reason we do this show is to watch stuff like we're watching with you guys, climbing that ladder, putting in the work, paying your dues, and then getting that fix, that hit, and then
Absolutely.
trying to chase it again. I mean, we get it every night. Every night you get to play on stage, I know is a great blessing. It really is. But when 2000, how many people was at that show? Do y'all know the number? Did they tell y'all?
937.
937.
So right at 1,000
Right.
people staring at you, screaming back at you, on a great PA, and the sound is good. It's
Singing our songs.
When
Singing our
somebody
songs
sounds
back
so
to
Yeah.
us is awesome. Yeah.
That's a whole other level there, man. That's like, wow.
That's unreal.
some new fans that night, if I had to guess, right?
What's that?
Y'all probably earned some new fans that night. You probably
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just got the message
Plush
right
fans
before we got on from a buddy of mine that said, "Man, the word is to let you know, he was at work talking to a buddy of mine, and he named off to me. He said he was at the Seven Dust show, and he asked him, he's like, well, what'd you think? He's like, man, he said they were good and everything. He said there was a couple other bands, but man, there was this band Rise, the Phoenix something, man. He goes, Rise of the Phoenix. He goes, yeah, them. He said, man, them dudes are badass. I was like, he said that message the day I said that. I said, oh man, that's cool shit. All right. He said, so people are hearing, man. People talking. Like, all right, good.
Yeah, Kevin, we talked with Paul Crosby. Remember, he made the comment, drummer from Saliva and Cold Wars, the comment about the back in the day when you would just show up to a show before the internet and you didn't know who the openers were necessarily, right? And you had that kind of like Christmas morning feeling when you would run into a band that just was like, who the hell is this? You know, and that can still happen sometimes nowadays. You know, it sounds like maybe what your buddy there you're describing is, and it's such a killer thing, man. It really is.
It really is. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, and it's even cooler when you're that band, right?
Right, exactly.
It's even way better. So, but gentlemen, man, we appreciate your time. Unless Kevin, you got anything else? Is there anything? Did we miss anything, Kevin?
No, the only thing I wanted to see is in the next few weeks, next month or two, what's the next plan for Rise of Phoenix?
We'll be getting back to work on February the 4th. We'll be playing the Celtic. Really looking forward to that. We love playing the Celtic. And then the 26th, we are at the Cannery. And we will actually be playing with some old school cats that we love to death. Kyle Fuquay and Strongfold will be joining us at the Cannery. Yep. And yeah, super excited about that. And then I believe March the 5th, we're back at the Celtic with Silent Trust, I believe. And then
Dustin was in the comments earlier. I don't know if he's still there or not.
Right. And then the 26th of March, we got asked to play the Biker Bash at Harley Davidson in Biloxi. So we're excited about doing that as well. And then April the 2nd will be in Daphne in Baldwin County at Top of the Bay. And we'll be playing over there April the 2nd. So that's just some things that we have going on right now.
Good.
I will say after that Biker Bash on March 26th, we have a place for you to go afterwards to come hang out. So
okay.
There's another event that we're getting ready to talk about just going on March 26th as well. So
awesome. Awesome.
What time is that? Is that during the day? Is that
I believe it's a noon to 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Cool. Because the other event we're getting ready to talk about starts at 4.
Now it starts at 4. Just
there we go.
Guys, look, I'm glad to hear that y'all oh, okay. So Mike York says that Awaken the Giant will be at the Celtic show too. That's pretty kick-ass.
I didn't want to. I had wind of that. I didn't want to say nothing until it was confirmed. So thank you.
Oh, Mike's the news breaker, dude. Mike's breaking the news. He's not holding back shit, dude.
I didn't want to be the guy. I didn't want to be the guy.
That's Mike. But look, guys, I'm glad to hear y'all had a ton of shit to rattle off. That always hypes us up. You know, you didn't just say, "Oh, we're nothing's going on." That's killer. Y'all got stuff going on. And are you most active? Fans want to get in touch with you. Want to stay up to date with the shows and whatnot. If they missed that. Facebook, is that the best place?
Yeah, Facebook, Rise of Phoenix Music. They can check us out. Also, Reverb Nation, Rise of Phoenix 2. They can check us out there because everything transfers over to Reverb Nation. And then, of course, we have our website, riseofphoenixmusic.com. So
love it. Guys, keep doing it. Keep doing the Lord's work, and good luck.
Absolutely.
Since Mike didn't say it and you announced 2 Celtic dates, which one is Awaken the Giant going to be at?
That's going to be the 5th of March.
Okay.
Mike don't have time for dates, dude. He's not. All right, you show up. He's there. If he's not, it's your damn fault.
Hey, and real quick, one other thing. We are in the studio. We will be coming out with the CD soon. So the album will be released. Out of the Ashes will be released within the next couple months. So y'all stay tuned.
And for all you younger kids, when he says CD, he means streaming on all platforms.
Yeah, my bad. I'm old school, man. I'm old school. I got gray hair.
You sound like an 80s kid, bro. Dude, what are you talking about? Where are you going?
Our album.
All right, y'all have a good night, man.
Love you guys. Thanks.
All right.
Right back. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.
That was fun, man. That was good. Them are some cool dudes. It's you meet guys sometimes in bands and instantly they're just a bunch of cool mofos, and those guys are them. So much love to them, and keep doing what you're doing. So Blake's in the comments. My blood alcohol level just went up by at least 0.2 or 3 points. Yep. Blake, can't wait to see you guys here on the coast, man. If you're going to be at the Celtic, I'm going to try to make my way over there. I'm going to bring a DD though, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be there, but I'm not going further that way to take you home.
Yeah, I know. I may just sleep at the Celtic. It doesn't matter.
There you go.
Tonight's been a good show, Kevin. So far, I think we've done all the guests, right?
All the guests are done.
The
So
videos, other than we can jump back in here to Mr. Christopher here. We got
okay,
the
so let's tell the backstory on this one. So
all right.
episode number 3 of The Sound, 2019 going into 2018 going into 2019. It was the New Year's Eve show, and Chris Fayard joined us. We were talking about at the time he was married. We were talking about his wife's stuff. We were talking about possibly his cover band Split Six getting back together.
Yeah.
We were talking about how it feels when the cops pull up, whether you're guilty or not. So it's about 5 minutes long, but check it out. It's
Well, hey, they're also gonna see a little bit of the progression of the production value of the show as far as audio visual. You know, Kevin and I, we kind of learned as we went on all this stuff, and so the audio's a little off, but you know, bear with us. This goes out to all the local Gulf Coast people, just because y'all are going to know him the most. We appreciate all of our listeners from everywhere, but y'all bear with us for a little bit if you're not from here. Like Kevin said, this is episode 3, man, kind of a flashback to the beginnings here, the going back to the roots of the sound. So check it out.
All right, so the last song you just heard was Joshua's song.
That's right.
It's all right. Yes, Ronnie, that is the jumping song. So he asked that question in the comments. And watching right now, we've got Dean, and I think Chris is on too as well. And Chris Fayard is in the studio with us, who was the guitarist for Joshua's son.
I think we're gonna pop some bubbly too.
Keep going.
It's a multitasker.
So you're going to bring the ambulance over and you're going to pop the bubbly because the ambulance is here?
Well, they're already here.
You are heartless and cold.
All right, keep going.
So tell me what's going on. We've seen the Facebook post that y'all always talk about maybe doing another reunion show. Y'all did a reunion show, 2 years ago? At the old Crest Building, Crest Live.
That was fun. That was fun.
Get the mic up to your mouth. You stupid ass. Thank you.
I didn't go.
It was fun.
I didn't go.
Oh yeah.
I was recently sober, didn't go. I didn't want to hang out with the alcoholics. So anyways, but not only were you a part of Joshua's Son, you were a part of Aura, you were a part of a cover band, a party band that recently sparked up interest again today because a business card floated around on Facebook. Thank you very much, Stephanie. Was it Stephanie? Yeah, Stephanie posted it. And then your wife, Lisa, has asked for a 40th birthday party reunion show from Split Six.
Dun, dun, dun.
So are you going to disappoint your wife and tell her no?
The weird thing is, like, she's really been at me about it lately. Like, she keeps like nudging me towards it. Like, she's like, maybe you should try, doing this again.
You're not digging it?
I don't know. I really don't know.
So honestly, we're watching the post today with Fowler and you and James.
I'm not opposed to it.
And Brandon. But my question is what would it take? Just like you said, it's more than just practicing the songs now. I mean, you haven't played in a while. I mean, you haven't played like that in a while.
I literally played today for the first time in like weeks. Like I haven't messed around with it, but like someone called me up, wanted a lesson today, and just played for a little bit. That's how it's been. We really don't play that much anymore.
That's terrible.
I know. It's like
that's terrible.
You kind of fall out of love.
I moved my guitar yesterday.
So the answers were Lisa's mad at me for calling out about her age. She did put that on Facebook today, so that wasn't me. That was
50%.
And then Chris Fowler says we're going to disappoint her with the show.
Nice.
So that may just happen here, huh?
It might. I mean, we've done worse before.
It's a year away, right?
Yeah, it would be fun though.
A year is a lot of time to practice.
Look, and for people that don't know, Split Six was a cover band that played a lot of places around here locally. That's why we're talking about this. They where all did Split Six? Let's just talk about that because you've been in a ton of bands, right? A couple bands anyway. Where all did y'all play? And like y'all covered a lot of songs, a lot of like. What was the set list? How many people songs y'all have in the set list?
Oh man, it was like I think somewhere probably around 50.
Yeah.
50 songs.
Yeah.
And where all did y'all play venues wise? Around here.
Around here, Michael's casinos,
The Phoenix,
the Edge. Yeah, I mean,
Thunders.
yeah, we were like house bands in all those clubs.
I think I saw him at the Pelican.
That was a Fayard Fest. Was
I
that
think-
a Fayard? No.
No, it was just him playing.
It was just y'all did a show at Purple Pelican.
It was always a fun time. Like there was so many people that used to come to those shows. Like it was ridiculous.
It was.
And especially right after the hurricane too, because there was nothing else going on.
What was it called
The
in
Edge.
Gulfport?
There was only like
The
a couple
Edge.
places
That
that
was
were
it.
open for a while,
Sounds like a
and there was
Right
literally
in
only a
this
couple
little
places to
hallway.
play. Like
Little
you didn't
stage.
have a lot of places going on with
There wasn't a
anything.
lot going on, period.
No, and it took a while for that
Yep.
to come back.
Yeah, people don't
Like
realize
Yes, that is AP. That is so loud in the
that.
background.
No, that's a fire truck.
That's a fire truck, but it was AP earlier. I mean, literally, if we could turn the camera around, it's like Good Morning America outside. I'm just waiting for
We'll
people
get
to start
we'll get
on
another
the
it's
camera
a
angle.
very uncomfortable feeling.
That's okay.
What, when the cops rolled up?
Yeah,
Go on.
it like makes you so uneasy.
Well,
Like it
that's
doesn't matter if
normal
you're
people.
involved in it or not. Why do you still feel like really uneasy? That's crazy.
I was cool with it.
The Cabana
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
was another venue.
Long
that they just-
Gulfport?
Yeah, the Cabana in Gulfport.
Whatever. I don't remember that place. So you're saying you're not gonna be able to do it because you haven't played guitar in a while? I think that'd be fun, man. I know James will do it.
I think James would.
I know James would.
It'd be fun.
I think what'd be really cool is if you plan it out far enough, you could get James and you could get Jeff to come up here and do some songs. Because Jeff was the original singer for Split Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Orlando.
Yeah.
He's in
Disney.
Kiss Me, I think. Yeah.
Kiss Me. Yeah.
Yeah. He was tagged in one of these. He's singing, I think. What about Corey? Let's shit on him for a minute.
I was just chilling. I could sit back and watch that all day long, man.
I just
love that
felt
dude.
myself wanting to jump in and start making fun of Corey and talking shit to Chris, like just saying, like, why aren't you talking that much, you stupid asshole? I know you well enough to know that you talk more than this. Stop being shy. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
gosh, damn it, man. Chris, I met Chris. Actually, I've known Chris pretty much my whole life. He's a little bit older than I was, but we went to the same elementary school. But I really, met him, got to know him as a, young adult, I guess. He still was playing Tool covers mainly in his room, dude. And me and James started going over there and hanging out, and then they started the cover band. But I was like the dude standing over in the corner just watching him jam, and he was playing all kind of stuff. He had this kick-ass room with all kind of cool lights and shit and guitars and effects pedals and all this shit, dude. It was kind of like first getting my foot, into the water there of the local music scene was with Chris and at his house, and then kind of went my own way and jammed with his brother for a little while, Josh. And then, but anyway, he was just a great dude, man. Everybody loved him.
I'll tell you how
he was funny. He was,
I'll tell you how great of a dude he is. And this goes back to my drinking days. So
y'all had some good ones, Kevin. Y'all had some good ones.
Oh yeah. So we went to Voodoo Fest, and we went to see, I believe it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And the person I was seeing at the time, we got into this huge fight. And they took off walking. And I was always known for when I got stupid and drunk, I would just walk and walk and walk and walk. Well, anyways, we kept walking. And Chris was just following us in the car and just crawling along. And he finally said, "Okay, I'm out." I was like, "Hold on." He's like, here's $300. Get a fucking cab and come home. We literally paid a cab $300 to drive us from New Orleans to Gulfport. And
I would
have been stuck in New Orleans if it weren't for Chris that night.
I thought you was gonna say you drank the 300 away and just stayed over.
Oh no, that would have been. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I was probably too drunk to think about that.
Well,
but yeah,
y'all had a ton of good times at that house together. That was in the people may or may not know, if you were a fan of Egypt Central back in the 2008, 9, 10s and loved that they came down here, that was because of Kevin, and they always stayed right at you and Chris at y'all's house, right?
Yes. So they were in in the house one time, and my daughter came in, and she said, "I'm looking for my dad." And everybody in Egypt Central darted into other rooms.
Yeah. Like roaches when the lights come on.
Yeah. So yeah, so a lot of good times. I mean, he was genuinely, I mean, he was one of the best dudes I've ever met in my life. No matter what kind of shit I got myself into, he was there 100%, supporting me and helping me in any way he could possibly help me. So, yeah, it just, it sucks, man. Sucks.
Yeah, it does. If you got anybody, if you're not from the Gulf Coast and you don't really know what we're talking about as far as for Chris, and you got somebody that's real important to you or in your music scene or in your life or whatever, just give them a call and tell them you love them, tell them what's up, and talk to them, man, because life's a fucking trip and you don't ever know how it's going to turn out. That's all I'll say about that.
Absolutely.
Scott, what's up, man? Good to see you back in the comments, brother.
So you want to roll into the infamous IP video?
Wait a second. Is that that's the wait a minute, IP video?
Yeah, you should see the big WCPR in the backdrop on the stage. Oh, there's the story. Matt White, Memphis, Tennessee, Crystal Burgers, Egypt Central. Look what you did, you little jerk. Yeah. Me. So Matt White, Michael Dunaway, me, Malcolm, and Fayard, and Mark Ramey. I believe Mark was with us.
Mark needs to be on the show.
Yeah, we need to get him on here. But me and Malcolm, think about this. Me, Malcolm, and Chris rode to Memphis in his Jeep. And so you know how big Malcolm is. And you had my fat ass in the back seat of that Jeep trying to get comfortable and sleep on the way up there. But yeah, it was Egypt Central and
look at Jeff. Jeff, what's up, bro?
Strip clubs, and yeah, it was a good time. And Crystal Burgers that got thrown up, and yeah, it's a good time. Good time.
Good to see you in the comments, Jeff. Long time no see, bro. That's
Absolutely.
going way back there from the original Split 6 days. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for chiming in on the show, my man. Kevin, I don't see the video that you're talking about. Only one I have even in the drive is just the Soul Kitchen one.
It's what happened?
Yeah, I don't know that you posted that one.
Oh man!
If you can get it into the drive or just pull it straight from your computer, you have control.
My computer will freeze totally up and it'll crash our show.
I mean, Facebook already did it once.
Man, I had that. Oh, there it is.
Is this your the MC night?
Yeah, that infamous night.
And it has the whole thing.
Well, no. So Chris McKenzie took whatever video. It's in the drive now, but it's going to take a few minutes. But whatever video was being taken that night, Chris uploaded it somewhere, and it's real grainy. It's 2006, I believe, at the IP Casino. Before it was Studio A, it was whatever their theater was called, and it was the Battle of the Bands to play CPR Fest, and it was Stereo Hype.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah, it was Stereo Hype, Castor Troy, Joshua Son, Brad from Three Doors, Chris from Three Doors were judging it. I got totally shit-faced. Thank you very much, Kip Schlogel, and was on stage. And when it was all said and done, I announced the wrong band as the winner. So the winner was Castor Troy, and I announced Joshua Son.
You pulled a Steve Harvey.
And at that point, I was taken to my room and pushed into the room onto the bed and told, "Don't move."
Dude, people that's ever been to Battle of the Bands, especially in a real local scene, you already know it's heated. It's already a point of contention. There's a lot of emotions flying around, and these were two bands that were really going after it with each other here locally, competing, and record contracts were still kind of a thing then. And Kevin gets up there and flubs the. Everybody thought it was a conspiracy. People were pissed off. They thought he did it on purpose. Like, it was bad.
No, seriously, I was just drunk. So
yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, a lot of people remember that.
Kevin, it's not gonna play. We may have to like upload that to like Facebook or the
I got you.
Instagram shit and tag it.
Play
Yeah.
the 44-second Aura one.
Yeah, this is one of the last things we got here for old Christopher. Is he in this? Can you see him in this?
Yeah, so you'll see a lot of Tyler, and then about 20 seconds in, you'll see Chris, and the camera focuses on Chris a little bit. The audio is not the greatest, of course. We all know that. But I believe this one was around 2009. I think it was February of 2009. So,
damn, Jeff's back in Ocean Springs.
Hey,
Jeff, you need to reach out, bro. You need to reach out. Like I guess like you just did. But
and what we'll do is after we show this video, we'll talk about the concert announcement.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right.
Y'all stay tuned.
Yes.
That's him with the old Mushock guitar, the old Mike
Right.
Mushock, man.
So,
Yeah, that was killer. That was killer. I don't know. It's been a good show. Kevin, we were texting earlier during one of the videos, right?
Right.
We're gonna do a hat giveaway. We mentioned it earlier. We gave away 2 tickets to Seven Dust through our text community. It's right here above on the screen. Right there. Just text the sound to 228-641-1648. We don't spam because we're terrible at
lazy.
marketing. You're going to get one automated message as soon as you send the text message, and then you probably won't hear from us from a really long time. But anytime we do show announcements, which we're going to do here in a second, anytime we have a show that we're putting on specifically that's ours, we're always going to let the text community know first. We do a little bit of email shit every now and then, but this is the quickest and the first wave of just staying up to date with what we're doing. And we want to do a giveaway tonight. We're going to give away one of our hats. Let me go ahead and flash that on the screen for all you folks. We have a merch store. It's on the sound228.com. If you want to go grab a hat, this is the ones that Kevin and I are wearing tonight. They're flex fit hats. They're super cool. We've got t-shirts as well. If you want to be down with the underground rock scene, you got to sport one of these. I mean, Rise of Phoenix, they got one. They're wearing it. They're doing cool shit. So get yours now. And they're not expensive. $25, I think.
$20. $20 on the website. $20.
There you go. So, but like I said, we're going to do a giveaway. Text Kevin during the middle of the show. We appreciate everybody's comments. We appreciate y'all being engaged in the show. He and I just sitting here talking back and forth with a guest is cool and it's fun, but to be able to watch y'all talk on the side and be a part of the show means everything to us. So, Tegan, Ellis, we want to give you a hat because I don't know, your comments were just super cool tonight. And I can tell, Kevin and I can both tell you have a, passion for the scene, so we appreciate that. So send us a direct message on the page to the sound page. Just shoot us a Facebook Messenger and we can get your info and get you a hat.
Awesome. All right,
So,
my turn.
yep, roll with it.
So before we get into our concert announcement, I want to go over a couple shows that are coming up into the Gulf Coast here pretty soon. We talked about some with Rise to Phoenix. Well, coming up February 12th at Belux, you're going to see Envision, Transient, and Worthy of the Crown. They are going to be live on February 12th, and that is an In the Pit show. That
Big
Brent
shout
does.
out to In the Pit too. I've
Yeah.
been seeing the photos, Kevin.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
he's doing a great job with it. And then that'll be the next one. It is on February 19th at the Celtic. It's In the Pet Fest 3.0. You know what? Okay, so let me see if I can get this here. Firewater Revival, Death Tomb. You know what? I can't. Widow Anchor, Counterman, from Ashes Within, and I can't make out the other one.
I get that it's a style, but I've never been able to understand, like, how do you do it? I know I sound old. It's too loud. I get it. I just don't know how you follow that.
So what we are going to do is, so Chris and I started it back in 2000. Help me out here, Jared, because you guys played it 2008.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that was the first one, but yeah.
Yeah, 2008. The first one was at 2 miles north, and then we did one at 2 miles north in Gulfport. And then we did one at 151.
That's the one I remember the most.
And then we had two of them that we did at the Purple Pelican. And I chatted with Chris's mom, and she's given me permission to go ahead and start it back up. So March 26th at the Juke Joint in Ocean Springs will be Fayard Fest. And Fayard Fest will his mom is going to get with us on what charity that we are going to raise the money for. Tickets are going to be $10. I can tell you this right now that we are working on the bands currently. We pretty much got a few of them locked in already. We're just waiting on if I can throw some names out, but it's not 100% guaranteed yet, including Jared's band, Falls from Grace, who had played with Joshua's Son, who had played with Aura, and did plenty of shows with Chris Fayard. We're working on Jared because he's on call that weekend, so we're going to see what happens. The guys from Silent Trust have agreed to play it and play some Joshua Son songs in their set.
Oh, nice.
And it looks like Chris was a big fan of Breaking Benjamin. We both were. And there is a band out there called Boys to Ben, which is a Breaking Benjamin tribute band. We're pretty close to locking that one in too, to be that. And then we're going to there's already two bands playing at the Juke Joint. So to be kind of similar to what we did with the Dirty 30 Fest, where we played outside and then two bands played inside. They already had two bands booked, but they wanted to make sure that we had this particular venue for this because we couldn't think of, now, of course, if Thunders was around, it would be at Thunders, but we couldn't think of any other place. Joshua Sons played the Juke Joint, opening up for Trap there and things like that. So we just felt it fitting at that moment that the Juke Joint is where it needed to be at in Ocean Springs. Tickets will be $10. They will be on sale starting this Friday at thesound228.com. We will have shirts. The new logo is being designed by the same guy that did the Sound 228 logo. So he'll have that this week. And we got some really good stuff already in the works for it. I already know a pair of CPR Fest tickets will be there to be given away and all that kind of stuff. So put it on your calendar, March 26th. It's going to start at 4:00 in the afternoon at the Juke Joint. Fayard Fest, we're bringing it back. Hopefully we can keep it as an annual thing and constantly be raising money in memory of not just Chris, but who it originally was done for, his dad, Jimmy Fayard. So we're gonna do it to it. And March 26th is the date. So put it in your calendars and let's get ready to roll.
Yep. Let's make it a great event for a great cause. Like we said, that'll be announced when Chris's mom decides where she wants to funnel this charity. But no matter where it goes, it's going to be for a great cause. Dave, we want to thank you for the comment on YouTube. We don't get a lot of YouTube comments, man. So I'm glad you remember the IP battle. Sounds like you're a local person, so that's even better. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want to thank everybody for sticking with us. We got a little specific tonight with the Gulf Coast, and if you're not from here, you're from out of town, we hope you feel like family, and we thank you for listening to this because it was a big hit for us here on the local music scene. Kevin and I love what we're doing here. This is a passion project for us because I can guarantee you it's not making a lot of money, but that's not why we do it, man. We really love it. We love to see the numbers. We love to see the people engage with the local music scene. And when we say local music scene now, we mean the continental United States, right, Kevin? Because
that's it.
COVID was a bastard, but it pushed us onto the internet even more, and we're reaching more people now. That and through our app, plug right up here, the Sound 228 app, the radio app. It's free. Download it, put it on your phone. It's a radio app. You'll also be connected to all our social platforms: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You'll get the homegrown shows on there. We'll upload them as extra content. You can stay connected to everything we do there, just like you can on the text community. It's just the text community is a two-way street, whereas the app's kind of we just push it to you, and you can only you can request songs on there, which is great, but you can't really direct message us like you can on the text community. So be involved in all of them. We have big plans for 2022. And we thank y'all for being a part of the scene, man. What am I leaving out, Kevin?
No, I think you. Oh, okay. Well, you have something.
I reminded my own self. We mentioned it on the special edition, not really an episode, but let's touch real quick before we kill this thing here tonight. The homegrown search. Still a little bit of time. We haven't shut that down yet.
So no, this Saturday is the last day to get the bands submitted. So basically, all you're doing is you're taking your best MP3 or your best song, and you're sending it to the sound228@gmail.com. Put in the subject line CPR Fest submission. 3 bands are going to be chosen. We're going to group all the bands together. We're sending it off to 3 individual judges. They're going to grade everything, send it back to us, and then we're going to announce the winners February 6th. I've got that locked in. It'll be a special homegrown show that Jared and I will be doing together, and we will announce all 5 bands that will be playing the homegrown stage at CPR Fest on April 2nd.
Kevin, let them know about those 3 judges too. We touched on it on the last thing. I mean, this is not just Kevin and I are not going to be the ones that pick this, right? We're kicking it over to some people that you want to be in front of.
Yeah. So your music, whether you get chosen for CPR Fest or not, you'll probably end up on some pre-parties, maybe the after party, but the music is getting put in front of Chris Dawson, who has produced Any Given Sin, Saul, Love to Hate. He's also the guitarist for Seasons After. So he'll be one of the guys listening to all the music. The other one is Justin Reimer, the former guitarist for Breaking Point, former guitarist for 12 Stones. He has Cross Track Studios up in Memphis now. So he'll be one of the judges. And then the third one will be Brian Paul, who owns MVK Music Group, who has a ton of bands that they work with currently. And they're always looking for bands to help promote, manage, get them to the next level. So all of those people will be listening to the songs, giving us the grades on the songs, and then the top 3 of the group. So the cumulative score, the highest scores, will be the 3 bands. And like I said, 2 bands that were already chosen before it was handed to us. And they told us, find 3 bands. So this is how we're going to do it, to keep it as fair as possible. Jared and I are out of it, letting the judges take care of it. And all we're going to do is announce who the bands
are. What's up, Derek? Thanks for the comment, brother. We appreciate that. And Brennan, good to see you in the comments below. Just like Kevin said, it's out of our hands, but we want to see everybody show up at CPR Fest and support the local music scene for the homegrown stage. It'd be super cool if you were wearing the Sound 228 t-shirt as well,
right?
Because we will be there and we will be selling merch. But let's show force. Let's really show up and support the 5 total, but the 3 that's coming out of this. Show everybody there that we support our own. So thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Yeah, Adam, what's up, dude? Thank y'all for tuning in.
Wait, got to announce the winner from the grudge match. Yeah, he tried. Our winner for the second week or a second episode in a row is Post Profit with their song Haunt Me. They got 58% of the votes. So they are the winner for that. So cool. Derek's got a hat and need a shirt, man. The sound228.com, click on shop.
There you go. There you go. Thank y'all for spending your night with us tonight. Kevin, have we announced the next date of the next episode?
Next episode will be the 21st, a week from tonight. And our guest will be a band or a guy. His name's Kyle, but he's been on the Dirty 30 for the last 2 months. He's got a band called Blacklight District. Really getting a lot of push on Billboard, hit number 4 on the Foundation charts, and he'll be joining us on our next episode.
Can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
Get your music into us. Download the app.
Buy
See you on the next